It's daily game design time. Another playtest last night. I took ADRA HQ with me to other realms. We didn't play at other realms. Instead, actually, I'm gonna look this up because I was very impressed with how to save a world. And apparently a first-time designer, that's what Dean said. Dean won this game on Twitch. By the way, how does one win board games on Twitch? Dean is constantly winning games on Twitch. I don't know how that works. Burnt Island Games. So I'll see if I can describe how the game works very briefly. I don't see a great image for it. Okay, so there is an asteroid. Wait, meteor? There's a meteor approaching Earth. And you are part of various teams with ideas for how to protect Earth, or if not protect Earth, then at least escape. Those methods are shown up here as tracks on the main board. And oh wait, was this our game last night? No. No. Very similar though. The outcome is similar. So there is a laser you can use to shoot down the meteor. There is a shield that you can use to deflect the meteor if the laser doesn't work. And if the shield doesn't work, well then you've got these like escape pods that you're filling up and you're just going to escape. So you can see it looks pretty on the table. They've got these, at least Dean had the deluxe version, which is just like this. And so there's nice big wooden pieces, and then there's this giant meteor. That's weird. There's this big plastic or rubbery type meteor that's approaching Earth on this track here. And yeah, so it's worker placement, but the worker placement is interesting because you have a place, an area for workers down here on the planet, then you have an area for workers up here on the moon. And all of these are worker placement locations around here and then around here. And so during the round, you're just doing, you're taking one action on your turn. It could be place a worker. It could be play a certain type of card out of your hand. So there's some deck building here too. You can shuttle one of your pieces from the moon to the Earth, or Earth to the moon. But anyway, there are costs for most of these things. And you've got a little board, a little... let's see if there's a... No. You have a little player board where you're keeping track of all your resources. And everything costs something. There's definitely engine building going on, so you get better, you get stronger. You have the ability to start taking more actions throughout the round. Anyway, it starts to feel better and better as you focus more and more, and there's a kind of, I don't know if there's like a diplomacy aspect where you, like what happened with us is that you become you kind of become team something. Like team, I decided, because I think the game kind of forced me into it, I ended up being um, team evacuation. So, and I was the only one in team evacuation. Oh, right here. So Dean and Nick focused on lasers, and they advanced their pieces all the way down here. And then Jacoby was team shield, and he was way down here. And I was team evacuation mostly by myself. I was right here. And then a couple other people came in behind me. What that means is that you're gaining some points, you're getting some benefits from doing this, but also each time you advance, a cube is placed in this bag that has a bunch of black cubes, and then the colored cube related to the thing that you're working on. Interesting. So I don't know what remittances from Meta, but I do get these like little deposits every now and then. I just got like almost $6 from Meta. So there you go. Kind of a big deal. Okay, so the idea is that you're putting cubes into this bag, and at the end of every round, you are pulling cubes from the bag equal to the threat level that was shown. I don't see it here. That must be a prototype. Oh, I wonder if that's the retail version. Yeah, I don't know. There were good pictures right at the start. Oh, here it is. Threat levels here. So you draw 6 cubes. And those cubes, if they're black cubes, they advance the meteorite. If they are the color cubes related to the track, you add those cubes to this track. And then the thing is, at the very end of the game, when the meteorite is about to strike, the game ends, and then you draw 10 cubes to see if the laser works. And so if you have dumped a bunch of cubes in a bunch of pink cubes, then you're more likely to draw pink cubes. And also, you're going to be drawing black cubes. So you need to draw 10 cubes. If this track completely fills up, the laser works, and the people that were working on the laser the most get the most points. If that doesn't work, which it didn't work last night, it was 1 cube away from working last night, then a few of the cubes in this track get dumped into the shield, and the same thing happens. So it's hardest to make the laser work. You actually, you have to draw cubes without any assistance. The shield, you draw 10 more cubes, but you probably got assistance from the laser. So if you worked a bunch on the shield, blue cubes are good, black cubes are good. And anyway, it came down to Jacoby had to draw a certain color at the end, or I think Nick drew the last cube, and he drew the right cube, and the shield worked. If the shield doesn't work, then the evacuation automatically works. So we were really close to the evacuation strategy or procedure. But it ended up being just really fun. I can see that ending being really frustrating for some people because they spent all this time putting cubes and you just didn't draw the right cubes at the end. That would be frustrating potentially. But what worked out for me though is I got so many in-game points and then a bunch of end-game points that even though you get tons of points for participating in those tracks, I ended up somehow winning by a couple of points because I had so much going on during the game that resolving those tracks, it was not, obviously it was possible to win even if you don't get the even if you're not the one having made the most progress on the main project, on the project that succeeds. Okay, so what I wanted to do today was to fix the cards based on the way I was brainstorming the layout yesterday. So I played with Dean last night after Other Realms, and we had a nice time. We actually tried the player powers, and that worked. We actually, so Dean and I played a 2-player game, and we beat the game with like 4 seconds to spare, or we finished all the challenge cards first time with 4 seconds left. Then we tried the player powers and we finished with 30 seconds left. But I think we had a good time. I think we were communicating. I think it felt good for Dean. Dean was the first responder, so he broke the focus rule. In other words, it didn't matter which direction HQ was facing. He could just play wherever he wanted. And I think in a way that's a weird type of pressure because you have to be paying attention to all of these. So now that I think about it, that's actually pretty good as an idea. It's powerful, but then you might be overwhelmed, you might be wasting icons, that kind of thing. And then I played the Doctor where I got a free refocus, so I got to take 3 actions on my turn, basically. And the first responder and the Doctor are a weird pairing because he doesn't need the refocus, so it was really just me. It was just me setting myself up. He could also refocus if he wanted to, but it's me setting myself up for future plays because he could just play anywhere anyway. So we had a good time, and we talked about some other options for cards. One of Dean's ideas I thought was interesting is that you could line the edge of the cards. It looks like there are only up to 3 different types of icons on each card. So what he was thinking is that you could line the edges with the different symbols. So if, for example, this was the card, then maybe this side would be, here, I'll just zoom in a little bit. So then the books would be over here, the seeds would be down here, and the tent would be over here. So that you would be laying the cards with those icons around the edge of this card. I actually kind of like that idea, but I think it takes up too much space probably. And I think the layout that I was thinking through yesterday would actually work well. It was this one, or at least work better than what I've got. So I think you can read progress a lot better on with this type of layout where the symbols, you expect the symbols to be on the same place on every card, the same type of symbol to be on the same place on every card. So I do think that will work better. Here's one example, here's another. So you can just look down the row and count. You're not having to not having to look kind of randomly around the group of cards. So what I want to do is ask Gemini if it can make a spreadsheet that I think will work. To just update Dexterous all at once. Oh, here's a fun thing. I was talking with Ming and Ian last night. What is this? Oh. Is this the game I wanted? So I was talking with Ming, and then Ian jumped into the call, and we're talking about doing a mystery dinner theater for Valentine's Day. Sounds fun to me. I'm super stoked about it. Where's ADRA HQ? Is this it? It might be. The thing is, I'm nervous. I'm nervous with some of these long conversations because I think, you know, eventually they kind of run out, and then it doesn't feel like, or it feels like it runs out of memory, and then I have to move to another. Oh, here's the card list. Like, that doesn't look right. Can you make a spreadsheet for me? I need a new spreadsheet representing a new card layout. But this is what I'm thinking. So I think I still need to have unique columns for... Oh, wait a minute, maybe not. Let me see what I have. ADRA HQ cards. So these are all the cards in the game. And what I think I need to do so let me go to the layout. I think I'm just going to make a new layout. How do I do that? Create a new component. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I want to copy. Oh, actually, I just saw it. Why did I do that? Let's go back. So I think I just need it. How do I delete this? Delete component. Cool. Okay, create a new one, and then I'm going to connect to layout and copy. Connect a copy of ADRA HQ. Then I'll edit this. Because what I'm thinking is that I'll have... how is it going to do? I'm going to put these in order so that it will be... So what I'll do here is icon... I'm going to do water first. Water, food. And then shelter. Let me just do tent, actually. Content. And then what else? What was the order I had? Let me check that. Here it is. Then medical, then books. So I'm making a kind of value judgment here that I probably should check with ADRA about, but it wouldn't be that big of a change. So I kind of organize them in by level of like urgency, almost like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Maslow. But that's not quite right, because you might want more development. Yeah, I think, well, anyway, these are probably going to change, honestly. But I can just put them in a particular order for now. Because I think actually we'll want water first, then food, then tent, then medical, then tools, then books, then seeds. So I think I'll do that. So cross. Should have a cross. What do we call them? Health? What's in the water? Medical. I did call them medical. Oops. My parents just got to a riverboat in France, so kind of jealous of their trip. My mom sent me a photo. Apparently they arrived sometime yesterday afternoon. Or no, this morning at like 2, I think my mom sent me a photo. Okay, so medical. And it is tools. I need to remember that. Where is this? Medical. And then we'll go up here. And what did I say? Tools. Then book. And then seedling. Okay, so what I want to do now is just basically line these up. So water's going to be on top. Water's going to be on top over here. Don't know what that's going to be yet. So this is for, what's nice is that this is for both the cards, the character cards, and it's for both the character cards and the challenge cards. So water, then food. Yeah, this is not my favorite. I guess the lines are there. Okay, water, food, tent, medical, tools, book, seedling. So what's this? What's deck 2? Oh, I think that's the text of which character it is. Yeah, it's just flipped. And I think in this case we'd probably swing deck into the center here. Where's deck 1? Yep. So we just throw that right in here. Type. Well, okay, so we got water, food, tent, medical, tools, book. Where's book? Oh, they're like perfectly overlapping, is it? Yeah. I think I'll move everything up, actually. So then what these are probably too big. I don't know though, on the actual cards, they're a pretty good size. Do I not have enough space? Okay, I don't need this yet. What's that? And then this. They need to go all the way up? That's crazy. I guess so. So I am going into school today. That's one. There's a little bit of time pressure. Wow, I didn't realize they would cover the whole edge of the card. That's fine. Especially the player cards, that's totally fine. Okay, then what I need... Oh, this is not going to be good, actually. Wait, player cards, it's fine. And the challenge cards... Well, let me make the player cards first. So I'm gonna copy each one, duplicate, and then this is going to be, oh sure, icon water 1, totally good. And then this is gonna rotate and then drop down here. Let me move this stuff. Whatever this is. So then this was water. So these cards are gonna be reversible, just like they are currently, or you can spin them, but hold them in any direction, I guess. Okay, then we'll duplicate food as well. Food. I feel like this is not that efficient, but it's happening. And then tent. So there's going to be a ton of or a long list of column headings is what's about to happen. Wait, book 1. Wait, did Seedling get in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay, 1. Good. Wait, what did I do wrong here? Water, food, tent, medical, tools. No. You don't belong here. And then seedling comes out over here. Okay, so then water, food, tent, medical, tools, and then book, and then seedling. These are gonna be full, but I think it's fine. I think it's okay. Okay, so that is what the so this is what the character cards, the player character cards are gonna have. And so for now, what this means is that oh no, we do need two. Yeah, I need two for each. Oh, it's good to know I could have just done this. Okay, so like this. Can I duplicate? I think that worked. Yep, it did. Yeah, this is going to be a very busy spreadsheet. And then I'll duplicate again and take all three of these. Wait. Oops. Because it looks like I missed something. Oh no, that's everything. Yeah, because what are these? Oh, yeah, those are the... So I take these two. Oh no, I can do... Okay, so it's one... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can duplicate those. So now it's the threes I want. And these will swing out over here. I wonder why they're not, why is this not lined up? Okay, so this is now pretty crazy. Partly because I think this text, I think all this stuff needs to move to the edge actually. So I need 1 and 2. Yeah, so like where's the other tools? It's way up here. Wait. I need the blank and 2. So that's everything. I'll just move it to the edge over here. And then I need 1 and 3. Oops. I don't know why it organized itself like this. Blank and 2. and then yeah, like this is kind of odd. So water, then food. So it's blank in 2, 1 and 3. Those are the two edges of the cards. Oh, the reason this is probably not great. What should I do here? I think I can do dot 1, dot 2 maybe. Oops, what is that? It like nested it? Okay. So this, instead of, I'm gonna do dot 1 like this. And 3 will be dot 2. Because I'm not gonna, I don't need to do anything more with these, but I'm, I wanted to give them some designation. 1, 2. And then this is gonna be, maybe I'll make this A then. Make this one B. Because I'm putting the ones that are down in the corner, that are reversed. I'm giving them a different, I'm kind of thinking of it as almost like tucking them away. A and then B. And then this would be up here. Because these are going to, how did you get over here? If they're all kind of like that. Of these two. Yeah, this is a kind of file organization issue. Okay, medical 2, what are you doing down here? Because next is tent, and this is going to be A. And then tent, it's tent. Oh wait, it's these. I guess I don't really need to do 0.1, except that there's already a 1 of these. So just keeping them differentiated for now. Okay, and then this is B. So what I'm hoping to do after I set all this up is just ask Gemini to build a spreadsheet that populates all of these columns. So tent and then medical. Okay, this is B. This is 0.2. Tools is B. Book is B. Is A. Carry on. This is 0.2. B. Look, I'll put here. Da-da-da. Like a stone. While I was working yesterday, I put fun on, and I was, for some reason I associated that, although it's not an appropriate association, but it's a travel association for me. Maybe that's why I thought of it. While I was in Italy with a group of students from Taiwan, then yeah, we were traveling down to Venice. I got food poisoning somehow. I believe that's what it was. So I was sick on the train traveling down to Venice. And then I stayed in my room for at least a day until this thing passed. And Fun was on. It was We Are Young was the song that which it came on. They had like MTV or something, so I was just like listening to music on the TV. The other song that was really popular at that moment was what's the one where, oh, you didn't have to cut me off. Okay, so we have 4 water, 4 food, tent, 4 tent. We're missing the other medical for now. Okay. It never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need it. Those songs were on like repeat at that point. And there was one girl, I can't think of her name, but we sang that We Are Young quite a bit after. Okay, tools. Bring tools down. This nesting is kind of funny. So tools is, we need the A for tools. Oh, I guess, yeah. So tools is A. This is 0.1. There was never a 1, but that's all right. And then I think it was book, right? Book, yes. I don't want that. A. So again, I'm just going to ask Gemini to make a massive spreadsheet. I would love if this worked the first time. The headings of columns and then you'll populate each cell with the correct PNGs. Let's see how it handles that. As like starting to process, get its head around what I'm asking it to do. Okay, so book 1 and 2, A and B, and then seedling. Here we are. So this is the 1, this is the 2. Dot 1. Yeah, I didn't need to do this dot 2 thing, but again, here we are. Okay, and the reason I'm going to do A and B is because I also need a C and D. But they're only going to be on one side of the card. So that's why it doesn't really matter that these are going to overlap. Okay, then I'll duplicate that, bring it out here. Yeah, so this sizing is a problem, but I think we'll be okay. And this is now C. And then duplicate that. This is now D. Oops. Okay, so now I think I can, I'm just gonna go for all of these at once. Oops. Did it do it? It did? Because this is now, let's see, so it definitely made them. Put them in weird places, but that's okay. So these are definitely going across. Okay, C, D. Okay, D needs to be over here. That's in the C position. This is in the D position. Perfect. Oops. Yeah, it's weird how it just dropped them like I don't know why it chose this spot to drop. Like in the hierarchy here or in the layers. Okay, I'm probably gonna finish. I'm just gonna finish this and then I'm gonna transition away because yeah, I still haven't eaten breakfast. Where's medical? Medical is up here. That's so random. Not exactly random, but it feels like, why did you do that? Well, maybe I'm gonna ask Gemini to like do it and see how off it is, and then probably finish. So seedling comes way up here. Okay, is that everything? Now we need 6 of each. What are you? Okay, I think that's it. Then I don't need this. Right, there's no need for any other icons now. So these are gone. Okay. Okay, so here is the list of column headings. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. I also don't think I really have time to get this right now. So let's do, I'm gonna move this over here. Let's start with the challenge cards. So name. I don't think we really need hashtags anymore. Oops. Name. I don't know how to tell it. Let's start with the challenge cards. You know what, because I can always combine them. Name type. Name type. Type icon. Type icon, and then we go, this is going to be crazy. Then, oh, all the hashtags are in here. Hashtag water. Is that right? No, it's icon. Icon water. And then B, C, D. And then food. I know I feel like there's always a faster way to do something, but I don't think I have an understanding for the faster way to do this right now. Okay, and then tent. Dot one. This is very tedious, but that's all right. Oh, I guess this is not, I only need C, I only need A, B, C, and D right now. I know that I could leave these, but I'm not going to. And what's this one? This one is medical. B, C, D. And then tools, I think is what I put next. Water, food, tent, medical, tools, then book, then seedling. I would love it if Gemini figured this out, but I cannot imagine it. Tools, book, A. Last one is seedling. Okay. If there are, this layout is going to be different, very different. Previous layout. If there is more than one copy of a certain icon on the card, then we'll distribute those, the A, B, C, and D columns of that icon, starting with column A. I wonder if I can give it an example. For example, I want to do wait, oh no. Oh no, tools. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, never mind. Adult Education Initiative. For example, the challenge card, adult, you would place book dot png in hashtag icon book, in hashtag icon book A, and hashtag icon book B, in columns. And what is the other one? And water. Water.png in hashtag icon water A. Okay. In the column called name, is that how you put capital? Place the name of the card. In the column called type, place the character type the card is associated with, either first responder, doctor, teacher, builder. Called type icon, right? Type icon, place the category of challenge, and that will be emergency.png, health.png, education.png, and livelihood.png. There's no way. Okay, I've got to take off. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you soon. Hopefully this works out. Wow. Oops. Where did that go? I'm gonna try to drop it. That didn't work. Allow. It might have done it. I think it did it. Health and medical education. I think it did it. Wow, that's pretty nuts. Okay, that's it for me. I will see you soon.